This video is all about what you need to know about the PT school requirement, observation hours. In this video, we're going to be covering the following questions. What are observation hours? What's required for PT school? What are the different types of clinical settings? How do I obtain observation hours? How do I make sure my hours are verified? By the way, I have a free downloadable PDF in the description on getting your hours verified. This is going to be a simple grid that's just going to keep everything organized on the date, the hours, getting the signature, all that stuff. And you can take a picture of that or scan it, and then you can upload that directly into PTcast because that's everything that they want. So feel free to go ahead and grab that. Also, make sure you watch to the end of this video because I'm going to share my recommendation on how you can get a competitive edge through your observation hours. Woo! Let's get into this. Lego. Observation hours are the hours of experiences that you collected in the PT clinic. This could be as a paid position like a PT aide or a PT tech, or as an unpaid position like a volunteer. Most programs will require you to verify your observation hours. We're going to talk about this later. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Dr. Live for Change, Justin Lee, physical therapist. I'm a PT school admission expert and I'm currently working as a physical therapist, but I'm also super passionate about helping students get accepted into PT school. So feel free to check out the rest of my videos on this channel, which is all about the pre-PT journey. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and follow me on social media as well. I'd love to connect with you. So every physical therapy program has a different requirement, of course, just like the prerequisites and everything else, right? So some programs might require 50 hours, 100 hours, 200 hours. It really depends on your school. And check this out. In those 50 hours, some programs might say, I want both inpatient and outpatient clinical settings. Some programs might be like 100 hours, I don't care, just get them wherever you want, right? Of course, because of COVID, things are a little bit up in the air, so just pay attention to that. But observation hours depend per physical therapy program. So for example, if we look at Alvernia University, they require a total of 100 observation hours, but they need a combination of both inpatient and outpatient, right? So make sure you check this out. Now, I know you're wondering, okay, well, every single program, that's gonna take way too long. How do I do that? I got you, okay? Check this out. There's a link in the description, the PTcast directory, okay? I want you to check that out on PT hours. You're gonna see a list of all the schools and also the hours that they require and different things like that. And then you can click in to get a little bit more details on that. You are welcome. Okay, so all is good. Now you know you need to get some observation hours so that you can start preparing, and it's probably good to get some experience started, right? But now the big question is, how do I get a position, or how do I get observation hours? First off, if you haven't checked out my video on how to get a PT aide position and how I guarantee that you can land one, I definitely recommend that you check that out. I am not joking. You can check out all the comments in that video and you will see how all these students have gotten their job or gotten that position from that video. So I highly recommend. But if you're too lazy to go to that, fine, whatever. You're not a supporter of Live for Change, whatever. I thought we were friends. Just kidding. Something that you can do today is to call, okay? Literally just Google physical therapy clinics around me. You're gonna have a list of 10. Go on Yelp and go on Google. Call each of those places and just say, hey, are you looking for any volunteers or any PT aides right now? Some of them will say yes or no, okay? Make a list, keep going, keep going. You're gonna get a yes somewhere. And then once you do, they're gonna get your information, they're gonna call you and you're gonna get that position, okay? Go back and watch that video. Speaking of landing a position as an aide, you also wanna make sure you're looking out for the right things because that's what you're gonna use in your essay. Haha, let's go, when the PTcast essay opens up. Now, check this out, y'all. If you're applying to PT school this upcoming cycle, 22 to 23, I highly encourage you to join my new online group coaching program, Accepted Applicant. It's for students that are applying right now that need to prepare for the things that we're talking about right now, like observation hours, getting those clinics in, getting that diversity in clinical settings, and also racking up your hours, and also what to look out for. In the coaching group, I'm going to be talking about the secrets of the PT school application and what you can do to boost your application right now, right? And focus on the right things. Talk about your essays, talk about interviewing, and all of those fun things to help you get accepted. I'm super stoked for all the students that already signed up because I know that they're going to have positive outcomes in getting accepted into physical therapy school. Let's freaking go. More information on that, check out the link in the description. Okay, so how do you make sure your hours are verified? Now, this is a really important question because if you're gonna do work and they're not gonna be counted for anything, what's the point, all right? So PTCAS said there are 2 acceptable ways that you can verify your hours. Option one, which is through the PTCAS portal, right? So what they'll do is you'll put the PT, your physical therapist's email into the system, and then they'll get that email and they'll get logged into verifying all that stuff on their end. To be honest, I think this is a waste of time and it's just a lot of work for your physical therapist, and you want to do probably ask them of the least amount of work. So I highly recommend option 2, which is you upload a signed form. Now this is the free downloadable PDF that I was talking about earlier in this video. If you didn't check it out yet, make sure you download that in the description. But it's this free PDF where it's just logging your hours and you just get a signature, super easy. They just have everything written right there. You take a picture, boom, and then you upload that onto PTCAS and you get verified. Boom, shaka, laka. It's as easy as that. Cool, okay, so thank you for those of you who have watched all the way to the end of this video. Now I'm gonna share about my recommendation on how to get the competitive edge with these observation hours. There are 2 things that I really wanna share with you that I think will add a ton of value, okay? Number 1, I would highly recommend that no matter what, that you get at least a clinical setting of 2 different places. Inpatient and outpatient, for sure. Even if they ask for, it doesn't matter, or just one, definitely try to get an inpatient and an outpatient experience. This not only will help you look stronger as an applicant, but it will also help you intuitively know later on when you're in PT school, the different types of settings, right? For example, I didn't know what it was like to be in the hospital because I didn't have a rotation there. And then when I got my internship there, I was like, what is this place? It's like a labyrinth, right? So I highly recommend that you get that experience before, okay? Really looking out for you here, okay? Secondly, the minimum amount of hours that's required, most programs, right? 50, 100, 120, whatever. I recommend that you try to go 50 above that, right? 50 above that. I know right now, COVID and all of those things, it's difficult, but I'm telling you, just call them and you can get those hours. Even if it's just 5 hours for 10 weeks, right? That's it. And you get 50 more than what's the minimum requirement. Woo! Okay, so I know I mentioned earlier what you can observe and how you can write that into your PT school essay, right? There are some good things we can pull from this. I share all of that information, how to do that, what to look out for, what stories to pull, and what stories would be really good to write in the essay. I talk all about that in my accepted applicant group coaching program. So if you're applying to PT school, make sure you check out the link in the description. I hope this video helped inspire you, and I hope you learned a lot about the observation hours. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, some people think it's no big deal, and some people think like there's a ton of value to this. And yeah, there's a lot of things that we can pull from observation hours. Every day is a great day to lift weights, lift others, and lift yourself up. Stay lifting, stay aloha. God bless. Have a great one, you guys.